Everyone here is someone's hero.
Coming up tonight on KRCG 13 live at 5, all across the country, Americans remember those who gave their lives while in service to our country. Here in mid-Missouri, the 28th annual Salute to Veterans Parade honored those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And a viral video has sparked a fierce debate across the country.
Rain and storms are moving in here on our Memorial Day. We'll take a look at the radar coming up. KRCG 13 live at 5 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 live at 5.
Good evening, I'm Ashley Zavala. Thanks for joining us. Across the country today, Americans are remembering members of the armed forces who gave their lives fighting. Official events are going on throughout the day, and President Obama spoke at Arlington National Cemetery. Mary Maloney has the details on some of the big remembrance ceremonies.
The Americans who rest here and their families, the best of us, those from whom we asked everything, ask of us today only one thing in return: that we remember them.
President Barack Obama marked his final Memorial Day as president by paying tribute to fallen soldiers at Arlington National Cemetery. He laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier and delivered remarks honoring those who have given their lives in service of the United States.
Everyone here is someone's hero.
Senator John McCain, a Vietnam prisoner of war, spoke at the National Memorial Cemetery of Arizona.
History does not remember all of them as individuals. We don't even know where they all rest, but we must not forget what they did.
Observance ceremonies were also held at the World War II Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial, and the Air Force remembered its fallen airmen. Veterans, family, friends all turned out.
This flag was my grandfather's burial flag, so I bring it back to Arlington and set it down on his grave and take a picture and say hi to my grandfather and my dad.
And the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joseph Dunford, offered up his own tribute from Arlington.
But I don't believe our focus today should be on how these men and women died. It's how they lived that's important. It's how they lived that makes us remember them.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Memorial Day was originally known as Decoration Day and started after the Civil War. It became a federal holiday in 1971 and is now observed on the last Monday in May to honor U.S. service members who died in all wars. And closer to home in Columbia this morning, American flags could be seen waving along the streets for its Memorial Day celebration. KRCG 13's Stephanie Hirata was there and joins us live in the studio with more.
Ashley, a gorgeous day and a great turnout for the 28th annual Salute to Veterans Parade this morning. Many families got there early to set up their chairs, blankets, and find a good spot on the side of the road. Nearly everyone was decked out in red, white, and blue, showing off their patriotism. Around 10 a.m. the parade started. Veterans and their families drove by, waving to the crowd. At the end of the parade, the grand finale, what everyone seemed to be waiting for, the parachute teams. Everyone gathered around the Columbia College athletic field to witness paratroopers from the U.S. Army Golden Knights and the Canadian Skyhawks to descend from the skies.
Celebrate that today, just to remember all of those friends and family that, have lost, either a loved one or a friend in combat, not in combat. It's just a great feeling. And to have the honor of jumping the American flag on that day, I mean, you can't beat that.
After the parachute teams jumped, a Memorial Day Salute to the Nation ceremony was held to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Stephanie Hirata.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority First Weather.
It's been a fairly dry day here across mid-Missouri, but rain and storms have started to move in, so if you have those outdoor barbecues, they may have to come on inside. Take a look at the radar here across the Lake of the Ozarks, the US 65 corridor, and we have showers and thunderstorms here through Pulaski County back up to Camden County, moving into Morgan and Miller counties. And that rain will continue here through the evening. We did have a couple of reports of some small hail, gusty winds, but overall severe weather not anticipated. Temperatures where it has not rained, we're back into the 80s. Where it has rained and the clouds are in place, we're back into the the 60s. The bigger view from space reveals a line of showers and thunderstorms progressing north and east slowly across the area. So if you haven't seen rain yet, you'll likely see some before the evening is done. We'll keep those spotty storms in the forecast here through the evening and overnight. Temperatures will slip out of the 80s into the 70s. There's more rain on the way as we head back to work on a Tuesday. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Ashley.
Thank you, Dan. Police are urging drivers to be patient on the roads this Memorial Day. That's as construction could slow your commute through the capital city. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist joins us live from Jefferson City to tell us how traffic is looking.
We're overlooking the tri-level from Clay Street here in Jefferson City. As you can see behind me, cars are flowing fairly steadily from the tri-level to the bridge, but it's a much different story further back. Here's a look at the extent of today's backups. Traffic on eastbound Highway 54 is backed up almost all the way to the Ellis Boulevard exit. All of this, of course, is due to the ongoing bridge repainting project. The westbound span of the bridge is closed. This means traffic in both directions is getting pushed across the eastbound span. Police urged patience going into the weekend, particularly around this construction area. We'll have another look at the traffic situation coming up tonight at 6. Live in Jefferson City, Garrett Bergquist, KRCG 13.